Hello YouTube. Today I'm doing a follow-up video on the NuVision 10-inch tablet. It's been about 2 months that I've been using it, probably a little bit over. And here is the case, the pen case that it comes with. This is fake leather, gets the job done, protects it, and there's a little slot for the digitizer pen. And so here we go. Here is the stylus that it comes with. And I think in the previous video I didn't use it too much for most of the stuff that some people might use it for. So this is a sticky note pad, and as you can see, it functions fairly well. There it is, and it's getting everything pretty well. The bottom button right here, that's for erasing, so you can erase like that, and you could also do some handwriting, and so gets that pretty good too. Numbers as well. So it winds up getting everything pretty well. So I usually use the stylus more actually for navigation. So I usually just close stuff out, and then maybe I'll bring something up like Internet Explorer. I use Edge because it actually runs better on these low-end tablet Windows PCs. So I use that instead of Chrome, and plus Chrome takes a lot of space. And again, this one doesn't have that much space. It has only 32 gigabytes of internal storage. I mean, I have expanded it, but some programs don't allow you to use a micro SD card for their programs. So I also have it paired up with this Bluetooth keyboard right here. So as you can see, works fairly well. I did, before I made this video, I did have an issue. So I hadn't used the keyboard for probably about like 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. And I don't know if it is the keyboard or the Bluetooth or just both, but it was having a hard time finding the keyboard. And then eventually it did find the keyboard, but I had to repair it. So that's one issue. And then also the pen for a moment didn't want to work, so I just removed the battery and just put it back in, and it started working again. So again, these are some of the issues that you might deal with. So far it's been working fine. I've set up everything. I use it, I would say probably like 3 times a week. It just depends, and it usually goes well with what I need to do. I usually just have like a tasks like maybe word processing, YouTube. I do use the pen to write up notes for class, so anything like that. And so right here you can see right now I'm using again, in my previous video I did mention that I have pretty bad Wi-Fi, so for me this actually takes longer. It might be better for you guys if you have better internet. So I have bad internet, and so it takes longer for things to load up. So just going through here and just trying to see if everything's loading up. So but as you can see, it does take some time. So I do have these issues right here. And so it just takes its time to load up. And see the input as well. So again, these are still issues that you're going to be seeing later on. Let me just click one of my videos. But these are issues that you're still going to be seeing even after you've gotten the tablet. I mean, one thing that I didn't do that I did do with the 8-inch version is I wasn't able to set up the digital RAM, so I didn't allocate any space from my internal storage to digital RAM. So that's one thing. Maybe it might have been a little faster if I did that, and I didn't do any optimizations. Like there's just little hacks that you could do that I didn't do with this tablet that I did with my 8-inch one. So, but as you can see, it does run, and
Hello YouTube.
that's the
Today
this
I'm
is the
going
audio.
over the Irby, just the folding out process and pretty much just transporting it when you're not using it. As you can see, just fold
So,
it out.
and there you go. So as you can
And
see, this
this
has
is
some
30
issues.
pounds, so it is somewhat heavy, but it could easily just be carried like that. Normally in the ground, you would just probably roll it, but
So you obviously could see that it does have some input lag. That's just more on the YouTube side. It's not too bad on other points. Let's say if I'm just like checking something on Amazon or something, so just click that and it's already loading up. So it just depends on what you're doing. If it's more like just browsing the web like this, if you could just take like a few seconds delay, not too bad. Let me see if I could pull up Netflix. I think I did that last time, but um, you can see that it has its issues. But again, I've actually done some spreadsheets. I did some Excel spreadsheets on this. Um, I also did some. What else did I do? I did some slides as well. So I did some PowerPoint, and it actually turned out pretty well. Like it wasn't too bad at all. And here we go. Netflix is loading up. But again, this is the kind of experience you'll probably have. This isn't the internet per se. It's probably just the processor. So let's just click the first thing there, and see. So this is the Wi-Fi mostly, and there we go. So again, you'll hear more of the audio right now once this loads up, and you can see the load time is not as fast as some other computers probably, but I think this is definitely still a pretty decent buy. Um, I definitely get my money's worth on this. So if this ever just goes out and gives up on me, it won't be too much of a loss because I've used it a pretty decent amount. But now you're seeing some of its limitations right now, how long it actually is taking. So it just depends. And again, my Wi-Fi isn't the best, so your experience may vary. But here's some of the audio. Here, let me move the mic closer. And this is at 100%. So 100% volume. And you'll see that some of the clarity is gone. It's a little muffled maybe. But yeah. So you could obviously see that it does have its limitations. This is also 1080p screen, so it does look good. But you could also tell that it does have an extreme amount of gloss. So also probably a screen protector would be a good idea. I didn't invest in one because I don't think it's worth it. But if you find there is some cheap ones, I was actually going to get one, but I never got around to it, so I just didn't. Um, but yeah, so that's been my experience. It's been 2 months. I would still recommend it if you find it for like $80, which it has been. I've seen it like that. I've seen it as low as 50 a few times in the Microsoft store. But if you find it for a decent price, I would say anything under 100 or below, I would get it. I got mine for like 115. So this has been my experience. If you guys have any more questions, I do again. I have had issues, but I would still recommend it for someone who is, I guess, a tech enthusiast, a techie, maybe someone on an extreme budget. I would get it for like I would try to get it under like 80 or around 80. Um, so again, if you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. Like, don't like, subscribe, and have a good day. Thank you for watching.